If you can walk the walk, don't talk the talk. If you can walk the walk, don't talk the talk. If you can walk the walk, don't talk the talk. If you can walk the walk, don't talk the talk. If you can walk the walk, don't talk the talk. If you can walk the walk, don't talk the talk. If you can walk the walk.
Welcome to Talk the Walk. I'm DT Elam alongside J.B. Barosso. We have a panel here with us today. It is inevitable that the community is growing at a rapid pace. So much interest, debates, arguments, disputes, name calling, finger pointing, bragging, etc. We can go on and on all day. Let's look at the meta worlds that can currently host the core base of players' communication and social awareness. We'll be focusing on the two platforms, Discord and Facebook. And I can tell you one thing. When this game was conceived as ESBC, it really lived up to its expectations of creating a major esports boxing club philosophy, and it shows with the organic growth of the community. But that was then, and this is where we're at now. Undisputed is out, and now the community is split. I'm pretty sure that this would be considered one of the most controversial games ever. Us as players, we're here passionately expressing what we really want. But are these platforms giving us the stage to get the word out? JB?
Well, I'll tell you, DT, man, I'm really interested in this topic to see what these guys have to say because they've been doing this for quite some time. So let's go ahead and kick this off with the first topic. We're going to throw this one at Badman. Badman, the boxing community on Facebook seems to be really active, but there are pros and cons between Facebook and Discord. Is there even a difference? Can you give us some insight and your opinion about those two platforms?
Okay, so I run a league that's pretty large, and mainly we lean in on the Discord side. I found a lot of success leaning that way, growing it that way. I market a little bit around, but one of the main reasons is because there's such a thriving community for the official Undisputed Discord. So not only that, but a lot of the younger people, they're used to that. They're used to that platform. They know how to navigate it. They know some of the tools that are there. So I found a lot of success using that. And then we, like Tantalus was saying, you're able to stream through that platform, which is a nice, very helpful tool to do the broadcast that we do. But they also have some really good integration as far as automation and some of the bots that you can make. There's a lot of stuff you could do with it. So I really feel like Discord is a very good platform. And like I said, I found a lot of success running the UFL through there.
Hey, Badman, a question for you. What about data and analytics? Is that something you utilize on Discord?
Absolutely. That's one of the bots that you could do. You could build a bot that gets any sort of, all the pertinent data that you would get from like a Discord user's profile. You could design something to get that from all your members. But again, you could always run a poll or run something to kind of get some information from people. I think on the side, this is one side that definitely Facebook or these other platforms would have over is you could probably more naturally gain those insights on the Facebook side. Tantalus can maybe talk to this as far as if Facebook has those analytics integrated into it. Tantalus, do you know about that?
I don't know too many things about the Facebooks because I kind of use my own system for analytics to bring a more accurate. Sometimes using those kind of tools, by me being an IT tech, I don't think they're very accurate. So when you have your own system in place and you can give that to your fighters, it shows a more realistic data table. And then you could put out accurate data that way, and you could be more consistent with that data.
Very good, very good. Okay, Burgerman, you found your way into the fighting leagues through Facebook, I believe, and that was years ago. Can you kind of elaborate on that for us?
Yeah, I was a big Fight Night Champion fan, and I used to play online a lot. And then one day I just decided to type Facebook and see what kind of groups there were on Facebook. And I realized the community was huge. Like, I didn't even know that it was like that. And once I started digging more, I found that, I decided to go there because the play style online is not the best for people who want to fight Sim. So I was looking for a community like that, and I found that with Facebook. You know, like Tantalus King, I met him through Facebook. I met other leagues through Facebook. So I like to say Facebook was like started this whole, it birthed everything, in my opinion. If you ask me, it birthed the foundation of it, and it also, I think, birthed Discord as well. Even though I think Discord has much more innovative, it's more advanced than Facebook. You could stream, you can voice chat, you do a whole bunch of things on there. But I think without Facebook, I don't think Discord would be here, and that's my opinion.
All right. So Tantalus King, how do you feel on this subject?
I kind of believe that Facebook and Discord is like a brother and sister relationship. Um, it started off with Facebook being the host, but as we were just chit chatting earlier. Facebook is kind of like the marketing tool, and Discord is the house. It's then housing, for the fighters to come spar, come network. As UFL touched on the attributes of Discord. They're all great. The tool and what comes inside of the toolbox of Discord. I know inside of my league, um, watch parties, sparring sessions, just the creativity of everyone coming together. Um, it gives a real natural vibe. And without being able to do some of the tricks, if you will, from Discord, I don't think we'll be able to get that type of vibe. You know what I mean? Facebook is very limited when it comes to networking, in my opinion, because excuse me, Messenger is very limited. It's just a text. You know, um, Discord brings video, it brings streaming, it brings communication. Uh, as you know, when people watch content, they want to be able to put a face with a name. They want to be able to see what's going on. As the saying goes, video don't lie. So with that being said, Discord gives you that capability. You can have the whole league in Discord and just stream to Discord if you decide to on your platform, just to capture everyone. And I guarantee you, it's going to bring in a huge audience just by Discord having those attributes, and Facebook as a marketing tool. It creates that sister and brother relationship, which allow us league members to do what we do and articulate our creativity and put it out there for the fighters and have a good time. Create
Okay,
a
so
community.
Tantalus, what you're saying is these two programs should work hand in hand. One of them
Absolutely.
stays together.
Absolutely.
Very good. Oh, DT, why don't you kick us off into the next topic, buddy?
Sure thing, sure thing. I got to also remark, I love the analogy with the brother and sister, with Facebook and Discord there from Tantalus King. Love that analogy. You got to believe that the father of that brother and sister is undisputed inside of this instance, and with Facebook and Discord, kind of being the backboard of all of these leagues. With you guys, there's definitely gonna be growth. Have y'all seen growth and interest inside joining leagues and groups as this game is released and went full-fledged months in? Let's go with you, Badman.
Oh, absolutely. So for my league in the UFL, like I was saying, we're mainly on Discord. I've advertised on a couple other platforms, but mainly everything runs through Discord. I've seen a lot of growth. I actually got my start playing in a bunch of leagues, and I've actually played in Tantalus League before and a bunch of the other ones. That's how one way I got my start in this, and I kind of learned a lot about what to do and some stuff what not to do. I have a background as audio engineer, so that kind of helped me a lot with like the technical side of the stream and the show that I put on. So actually saw a lot of growth when I started running live shows, and we actually run a live show every week and broadcast that on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube, all the streaming platforms. And saw a lot of success as soon as I started doing that. You see it, the growth rate just steadily going up week after week after week. Every time I run a show, I'll get an influx of new players. And like I said, I run the league with about 400 active members and put on a lot of fights per week. It's kind of crazy what it's blown up to. But I got my start playing in them. I learned a lot by being a player, and now I run one, and it's been a crazy ride.
Well, Batman, that
Wow.
sounds like it's pretty time consuming there, boss. Do you have any assistants to help you do that?
You know, it's crazy because I actually do probably 80-90% of the stuff in the league as far as like the back end and especially during the live shows. I'm communicating with the players, I'm running the broadcast, and I'm doing commentary all at the same time. It's kind of a wild experience. Um but yeah, I get some help. I've got a lot of real quality people on this show before. We've had Donnie, we've had Bacon and Grits. They've helped me a lot. I've had some other people that have really helped me a lot with the vision and getting it to go places. I have a great mod team. So yeah, one day we'll get them on here. We'll have them talk about that. But yeah, it's been a great experience as far as like having that back end help.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. And how about a true sim, Burger Man? Has there been a kind of flux of activity of people trying to join? How's it been going over there?
Yeah, but without Facebook and Discord, the community dies. I feel like, it gives a voice to everyone, what you don't like, what you do like, and I think it's great for the community.
Yeah, I would just comment. The thing that I've seen is that guys that come from playing the game in the lobby, and when they get involved in a league, the excitement that they have the first time they get into a league and start getting matches and tournaments, and they get their fights, streamed to YouTube. It is so exciting for them, and they just they express how much different it is to do that, and how much more fun it is, and the camaraderie and the friendships and the relationships that are established. They're totally stoked about that. I
And
felt
nice to get away from the exploits. Nice to get away from the exploits
exactly.
of online matchmaking.
I feel like, depending what you were looking for, because some people are looking for different things. So when they see something like True Sim or Tantalus King, they're like, oh wow, it creates excitement. It creates like wow, this is new fresher breath of air. And like, yo, can I join? How can I do this? How can I showcase my skills on this platform? It brings a whole bunch of beautiful things like that.
And how about you for the UBL Tantalus King? Has there been a streamline of people joining your league since release?
Absolutely. I'm gonna just say this. I don't mean to sound cocky, but this is just my experience. And it's been a great ride because I've met a lot of great people. But I am the seed, and I think Burger Man can elaborate on this. When Fight Night was out doing their thing, a lot of people was just putting up screenshots. They were, putting up small clippings, but it was not a video. It wasn't a video stream. It didn't really give you a show like if you actually sat down and watched a boxing match. I teamed up with Stacy Ferguson. She's part of the community as well, and we created this show, right? And it started with Fight Night, and it progressed with Fight Night. All the cosmetics and makeup that we put over the game to snatch not only the fighters' attention but the audience as well. Burger Man used to be with me as UF Batman. Am I saying it right? Batman, your name? I'm sorry. Um, he was, with me, and it's just exciting to see these two guys. They were once fighters, and now they're running their own league. So what I have done in the community is immaculate. I couldn't be spilling out with joy. The way everything is turning out is beautiful. People look at my streams, they see what I do, and yeah, they want it for themselves, and it's great, and it builds the community brick on top of brick, mortar, brick and mortar. Um, what a foundation we have in this community, and what we do as artists is unexplainable. You know, I also have a background in music engineering, UFL, and I can elaborate and totally get where you're coming from. I have an MPC 1 and a MPK 225 sitting right in front of me. Okay, this is where it starts. This is the foundation. This is the roots. So many people have come and left, or they're still with me, just because of what I have done. And it's a great feeling. So shout out to the community. Let's keep building, let's keep growing, let's keep doing what we're doing. It's exciting. I mean, the growth of the UBL, to be honest with you guys, to answer your question, um, I'm networking with another league member right now because the UBL has gotten so big, I can't manage it myself. We have PlayStation, we have PC, and we have Xbox. We just not running one circuit. We are international. And I can't word it any other way. So with that being said, I can't wait till the developers of Undisputed really dial in some of the attributes that the community has been complaining about the game, so us leagues can really take off where we really need to be.
Exactly.
Very good, very good. Well, guys, I think we can probably agree that Tantalus King, you get your flowers this evening, brother, for what you invested and put into starting up what you started, and it's obviously spreading. Guys, do you think there's ever a chance that these different leagues that are running right now can ever have some cross play and have some matches and some tournaments? Burgerman.
It all depends on the state of the game. I mean, right now, that's it all depends on the state of the game. I'm not saying we can't. It's just, hopefully Undisputed gets a great update so we can enjoy competition at a friendly level.
Yeah, that'd be great. Well, guys, are there anything you want to add to this before we launch into just some guy talk about boxing in general? Any last words about the topics?
I would like to say Tanz is one of the first guys to ever put it on like Fight Night and Undisputed on the map, really. He was the first guy starting it. Like he was like the Bible, the 10 crack commandments to me. So it's like if you learn from him, you learn from one of the guys who actually does this. And you get his flowers today, you know what I mean? I'm glad to work with him and be on his platform. And if you ever fight on his show, he's gonna definitely give you a great. He's gonna do you well. That's what I'll say. That's all I can say right now.
How does the
Appreciate it.
UBL feel about crossing on the platform, fighting these other leagues?
How I feel about that, as I mentioned earlier, we are international. It's all about networking. I'm working with someone else right now. Collaboration is big. If we don't come together and show teamwork and collaboration, then the community, I feel like, is going to be segregated in a small sense. Not to say that the fighters won't keep doing what they're doing. They're mingling, so to speak, between all the leagues. I'm quite sure some of them have their favorite out of others, but it seems like if we come together, numbers is power. Power is numbers. We stand bigger as a team than we do as an individual. If you guys get what I'm saying, networking and putting on the bigger shows, putting on the bigger platforms, the bigger events. That's what the fighters want. That's what they want to see. But it all boils down to the state of the game. We can come together as league owners, or so to speak, but will the game be there for us to articulate what we want to articulate?
Well, Badman, what do you think, bud? What's your opinion?
Like they were saying, of course, we're always down to collaborate. I think an example of that is this show we do. We bring leagues together. This is the UFL and True Sim coming together for this show every week. We got Tantalus King here with his side. I think that's just a great example of like the whole community coming together. That's what this show is all about. We are better all together. But I think, you know, as much as we could, you know, get on the same page, throw a big event, I think we should. And like these guys were just saying too, it's all down to the game. It's a couple little key improvements they got to make, some things they got to change on the game. And once they do that, I think the community, the player base in general, the viewer base will start popping and lead to more players tuning into the events, and eventually, hopefully, more players buying the game and participating in the game in these leagues.
You was gonna say something, DT. I don't know.
Yes, I was gonna suggest. Underneath the W.B.G.C banter, possibly a Matcherino tournament. Top 2 fighters in all 3 leagues. That organization gets the pot.
That'd be dope. A dope idea. Like
that's something to look forward to. And gentlemen, we could speak on that later. Right now, we're going to keep it moving, and we've had our final thoughts here. We are definitely looking at some of the lower. We're looking at some of the roots, not lower, but we're looking at some of the roots of this community right now. And it's nice to see everyone under the same roof. So thank you very much all for participating today at Talk the Walk. I am DT Elam alongside my pal, J.B. Barosso. Thank you to the UFL, UBL, and True Sim Undisputed Boxing. And have a good night. Remember to like and subscribe.
If you can't walk the walk,